Take things from him from the back of the field. As I mentioned, we're running 3 heats in the Sunday Warriors division. This is the first one. And these cars do start from a dead stop. Flagman Kenny Brace wants to make sure there's nothing on the speedway. He had a couple mishaps in practice with tires getting sideways. One guy in competition from the Sunday Drivers division, I believe it was number 95, Eric Hoyt. He lost a radiator over in turn number 2, so that's why you're seeing these cars idle around a little bit. I'm going to send around these cars 5 times just to make sure everything's cleaned up over in turn number 2. Just bear with us, get away short. Green flag out, we're underway. 54 gets a slight edge as we go across the start-finish line into turn number 1. First spot, followed by the 54 as he dives to the inside looking for that first spot. 24 goes high, 54, Leon Allward looking for the lead out of turn number 4. As they come around to finish 1, it's Leon Allward and the 54 out in front. The second spot. 79, the K Machine, that's Corey Eagles. He goes way high looking for second. 77, Troy Power right there in the 4th spot. 2 down, 8 to go. 2 down, 8 to go. Down the backstretch, 77, Troy Power to the inside looking for that 3rd spot. 79 gets way high out of turn number 3. 54, Leon Allward stretching on the visual lip steering now. 79 only has trouble in turn number 2. Rumor has it's a lot easier to see in the windshield when the hood's down. 79's got problems. 54 still out in front. No caution on the speedway as of yet. Down the backstretch. 24 goes way high. Caution is on the speedway. Caution is on the speedway, and it's the first heat. 4 laps down, 6 to go. 4 down, 6 to go for Leon Allward in the 54 machine. I believe the 24 car of Paul Doucette rather is in second. We'll have to wait and see. 54, Leon Allward in the 1st spot. The 24, Paul Doucette in the 2nd spot. 77, Troy Power in 3rd. 61, Lonnie Lutz, VH Auto Body machine. Anyway, once again, 4 laps down, 6 to go. 4 down, 6 to go in Sunday Drivers competition. 3 wide into turn number 1, that's trouble. Down the backstretch, 54, Leon Allward stretching it out once again. Battle for second, 77, Troy Power. As they come out of turn number 4, side by side down the front stretch, 61, Lonnie Lutz looking for some room to move up. As we get to halfway flag, 5 down, 5 to go, last time by. 54, Leon Allward stretching it out big time now. 77, Troy Power. That's Lonnie Lutz. The 3rd spot in the Honda. Down the backstretch, 54, Leon Allward out front. 77, Troy Power in 2nd spot. 61, 4. Lutz on the inside out of turn number 2. Looks like he set the 2nd spot down the backstretch. This time by for Leon Allward, the 54 Air Casualty. It's down 2 to go. 51, Lonnie Lutz up to 2nd. 77 of Troy Power in the 3rd spot as he gets loose in turn number 1. In the dirt, turn number 2. Crouch in the second spot. Well, I have 61 to make a race of this, but I don't think he's going to have enough time. Turn number 4, picking up his first win of the season, 54, that's Leon Howard. And folks, just want to mention, get your 50-50 tickets handy. We will be drawing your number very shortly, so dig out your 50-50 ticket. Round of applause for Leon Howard. So as he takes his victory lap, we get ready to make the 50-50 draw for a prize of $96. It is a purple ticket. Lucky number is 533-8088. We're $96 richer. We're ready to begin heat number 2 in the Sunday Drivers Division. On the point, all the way from Fredericton in the 55 machine, that's Brent Mcarthur. 95, he had a little trouble in practice, but looks like he's got things sorted out. In the Micra, that's Eric Hoyt. Inside row number 2 in a shiny new car this week, that's young Mike Wiggle, the second generation driver. In the 29, the Escort GTX, that's driven by Gerald Doucette. Inside row number 3, that's James Scooter Smith in the 51. Outside row number 331, John Robichaud. And rounding out the field, 2 newcomers to the Sunday Drivers Division, the 10, second generation driver, and the only female in this race, I do believe, that's April Berry, and another second generation driver in the number 1 machine, that's Sean Larkin. We do have a winner for our 50-50 draw. We'd like to thank George Hale. He picked up $96. Green flag's out. We're ready for action here in the second race this evening. 55. Brent Mcarthur with a slight edge into turn number 1 as the 95 machine was way high. Down the backstretch, 55, Brent Mcarthur in the first spot with the 60, young Mike Wiggle looking hard to the outside. Turn number 4, down the front stretch, 55, Brent Mcarthur out the first spot. Wiggle looks to the inside. '55, over front, Mike Wiggle in the 60 for second. Down, 8 to go with Wiggle looking hard for that first spot. Wiggle's on the outside, heading into turn number 3. 55, that's the straight with 3 down, anybody's race. On the outside, the 60, Mike Wiggle looking for his first win of the season in the Sunday Drivers. As he comes to the fair finish line, it's 60, Mike Wiggle in the first spot. Mcarthur drops the second to 29, moves up into the third spot. That's Gerald Doucette. He's looking for second. Scooter Smith out of the goal 3-1. Third forward, Mike Wiggle out front, 55, drops to third. Okay, he drops to fourth. Mike Wiggle, Gerald Doucette, James Scooter Smith, the top 3 this far. We're halfway, 5 down, 5 to go. Mike Wiggle way out front now, stretching it out a bit. 29 in the GTX, that's Gerald Doucette. James Scooter Smith looking to the inside. He's got a lot of people to impress tonight. All his family, especially. Celebration special. Wiggle's still out front. Anybody's racing for second between 3 cars. Scooter Smith, Gerald Doucette, and getting into the mix in the 31. That's John Robichaud. 2 to go. This time by down to the four. The rookie campaigner, 4. As I mentioned, Mike Wiggle. The Escort GTX, the 29 machine, it drops back to 4th. And Scooter Smith and John Robichaux full away. 55 is better days, I'm afraid. Flag, 9 down, 1 to go. Last lap for 60, Mike Wiggle. Looking for his first win of his career here at Riverglade Speedway. Tough race for the 55 machine all the way to the turn. And turn number 4, your winner in the 60, that's Mike Wiggle. Coming home in second, 51, James Scooter Smith. 31 is John Robichaux. 29, that's Gerald Doucette, rounding out the top 5. Good run for his first time out. Perfect. So I'm sure this wasn't at the top of the list of priorities for him. Underway. Albert Williams gets a great jump out front. 78 looks pretty wide in the turn number 1. Hero's so crazy coming back hard on the outside for second. 99's looking 3 wide. Patience, gentlemen, patience. Down the front stretch, 3 Albert Williams out front. Joe Frazee in the second spot. Battle for third. Your points leader, 99 left for third. You're the rookie, 42 John. Frazee up to the third spot. Looking into the hard competitor. He's running great this year. This time by 2 down, 8 to go. 2 down, 8 to go for Albert Williams in the Accord. Albert Williams is the leader. Battle for second between LaFergie and Frazee. Frazee goes high, LaFergie goes low. At a turn number 4, it's LaFergie up to the second spot, coming hard. Three goes way high. Down the front stretch, 99 just reeled him in ever so slowly. That's Les LaFergie. Albert Williams in the leader. Les LaFergie in the second spot. Hero's still first in the third spot. This time by 5 down, 5 to go. Halfway home, 5 down, 5 to go. LaFergie right on his back bumper now as they cross the strike. Albert Williams, LaFergie battling out. Cavalier on their board. Down the back stretch. Albert Williams walking up to the number 3. Anybody's race. Great action here in the third heat of 16. 99 with a fender at the start finish line. 7 down, 3 goes. 7 down, 3 goes. That's time by. Down the back stretch. Third heat now. They head down into turn number 3. Looks like they're making down. Here they come on to turn number 4. 8 down, 2 to go. Les LaFergie, your point leader, your race leader. Albert Williams back to the all over the place. Zero, Joe Frazee, Gary Yoder battling out. Number 4, Thomas picks up yet another win this year. Then I'm ahead of myself, folks. This is the final lap. 9 down, 1 to go. This is the final lap. As he comes out of turn number 4, looks like he's going to head on. The point leader, Les LaFergie picks up another win. Alvin Williams comes home in second. DJ LeBlanc brings home the third spot. Darren Gillard just in second. We go. Good run for him. In the fourth spot, Joe Frazee comes home in fifth. Come feature time, all those three heats you just watched will all be together. So you have about 25 cars battling out for 15 laps. Should be interesting. 99, Les LaFergie picks up yet another win. Let's have a big round of applause for your point leader, Les LaFergie. As I mentioned, those cars you just watched will be in competition later tonight for a celebrity race for charity. Some of your favorite personalities from Hot Country 103. Flag McKinney race delivers the green flag. Eugene Wiggle jumps out to the early lead. Out in front, the 60, Eugene Wiggle. 67, Pat Murray coming on strong down the backstretch. 31, John Robichaud coming on hard as well. Pat Murray to the other side of Wiggle. Coming down the third finish line. 67 by a fender. Wiggle lost her up hard going into turn number 1. 31 goes by on the inside. 67 Pat Murray stretches it out just a little bit down the backstretch as Robichaud goes to the inside. On turn number 4. 67 Pat Murray, 31. John Robichaud, anybody's race. Robichaud with a slight edge out of turn number 2 down the backstretch. Murray comes hard. They're side by side midway down the backstretch. And they are going around the rest of the year. Here they come, folks. Anybody's race. Pat Murray, John Robichaud, quick things back to Gary Ripley. Murray gets a slight edge out of turn number 2 down the backstretch. Half a car lead into turn number 3. Robichaud back on the inside. This time by it's Robichaud with a slight edge. Out of turn 2, side by side still. Into turn number 3. Third one, Thomas Happen. Halfway, 5 down, 5 to go as they battle for the lead. Down the backstretch, 31, John Robichaud in the Forenza, the Volkswagen Pat Murray on the outside. Side by side, Robichaud with a slight lead. Pat Murray comes back hard on the outside, down the backstretch. Murray, the bumper. So fun to watch. Side by side action all the way through this event. 31. John Robichaud. 7 down, 3 to go. Last time by. 7 Pat Murray stretches it out now. It's still 5. Robichaud not giving up, looking to the inside. It's Murray out front this time by the 67. 2 laps to go. 8 down, 2 to go. Robichaud trying to come back in the inside. Lap traffic should play a factor in this as Wiggle and Lewis are slowing the backstretch. Into turn number 3, Pat Murray. Lap traffic will help him out. Or will it? Robichaud to the inside. 3 wide. Oh, trouble in turn number 2 as Murray gets sideways, slams the wall. Looks like he's going to be able to continue and hang on that second spot. Nice driving by Pat Murray in the 67. 31, John Robichaud. Sunday Warrior heat, John Robichaud. Second is Pat Murray. The third spot, Jamie Bovair on the Cutlass. Rounding out the field. Eugene Wiggle in 4th, and Charlie Lewis in 5th in the 85. At this time, we're going to make a draw for a couple bags of chips, big bags of chips, so if you got your ticket stuff, take them out. 1-1 118-659. 118-659. You just won yourself a big bag of Hostess potato chips. So come on up the tower, pick up your prize. Danny Duke, Kenny McKenzie in row number 2, sorry. The Pond boys, 87, Donnie Pond, outside Adam Pond in the 3rd row. Aaron Lewis. On the gas. Into turn number 1, they're side by side. Lewis, Rogers. Rogers stretches it out down the back stretch. McKenzie right on his bumper. Rogers in the first spot. Kenny McKenzie up to 2nd. Keith Lewis hanging in there in the 3rd spot with Adam Pond high on the outside. McKenzie to the inside looking for that 1st spot. Looking for that 1st spot as they come across the finish line. McKenzie out front in the Monte Carlo. Here comes Adam Pond with him down the back stretch. Adam Pond makes the side like Rogers looking for that 2nd spot. Here's McKenzie. Adam Pond by a bumper. Mike Rogers 3rd. And Duke right there in the 4th spot. Kenny McKenzie stretches it out just a bit. Now Adam Pond. Danny Duke up to 3rd. Your leader, 85. Kenny McKenzie, the Preston holds. Monte Carlo machine. 5 down, 5 so. Kenny McKenzie. 78, Adam Pond in the 2nd spot. Danny Duke from Hurd on 6th. Brent Rogers and Johnny Pond battling it out for that 4th spot. Ross Village, 85, Kenny McKenzie, still the race leaders. Danny Duke looking hard to get by that 2nd spot. John Pond is up in the 4th. Down 3 low. This breaks off the third finish line up on the country road. Here he comes, 2 laps to go for Kenny McKenzie. To the infield. Tough break for Adam Pond, your point leader in the sport. 85, Kenny McKenzie. Here he comes. Tough battle for 2nd and on in the 50. So it's McKenzie in 1st, Duke in 2nd, Pond in 3rd, and Rogers in 4th. Tough break for Adam Pond. Full truck to the infield immediately. It would be greatly appreciated. So here he comes, picking up his 1st win of the season, the 85, the shiny looking machine in the Monte Carlo, Kenny McKenzie.
Yeah!
And at this time, a few youngsters want to head down to the play area in turn number 1. Doug will meet you there to give you the prize. So all you youngsters head on down to turn number 1 by the play area and wait. The lady will be there very shortly. Your race winner, 85, Kenny McKenzie, the Prestige Home, Snap-on, Tom's Corner Quickway, Plaza Esso, Citywide Delivery, Fast Company. You name it, he's got them. And he'd like to thank all his help out there. Without that, it certainly wouldn't be possible. Possible here for Speedway. Citywide Courier Messenger in Mountain. I'd like to thank them for their help. Also Salisbury Pharmacy right on Main Street in Salisbury. They're a big help as well. Laird's Towing in Riverview, New Brunswick. Also, Murray's Used Cars in Moncton on Mountain Road. We'd like to thank them. Riverview Truck Repair Limited. Bannister's Welding and Machine Shop right here in Riverglade. Also, Spring Specialty, Rogers Machine Shop, Triton Equipment, Shediac Brakes, and the list goes on and on. So many people to make things possible here at Riverglade Speedway. Just like pit side, we're underway. 77 had a little trouble finding that first gear. Troy Power grinds them as he starts. 24 is out in front now. Paul Doucette. Here comes Leon Allward looking for the second spot. He picked up the win in the heat. Like to repeat here in the 7th. Offset your Comfort, I believe. Oh, 45 goes way high and into the wall. Down front, 24, Paul Doucette drops the second. Ronnie Luke's coming hard from the back of the pack, looking for that third spot as he goes to go around Troy Power. Luke high on the outside, looking for that third spot. Oh, we're still out front for 54. 54, Leon Allward, your race leaders. They head down the backstretch. 3 wide. 77, Troy Power. Number 3. That 60 gets real close. Leon Allward, your race leader. Troy Power up to second. Luke looking for third as he dives to the inside. Doucette drops to fourth. Get the 24. Tough break for him. Halfway, 5 down, 5 to go this time by. 5 down, 5 to go. Leon Allward stretching it out a bit now. Side by side down the front stretch. 61, Lonnie Luce moves into the second spot and has Leon Allward in his sight. In that second spot, reeling in the 54 machine. Could make for an exciting finish. Allward dives to the side to protect that first spot. Luke goes to the outside. 2 laps to go. 8 down, 2 to go last time by. We are shaping up for an exciting finish. Your first place leader. Down the backstretch, it's Lonnie Luce out in front. 54, Leon Allward drops to the second spot. And then turn 4, picking up his first win of the season. First week out for Lonnie Luce. Second, Leon Allward, the 77 of Troy Power, comes home in the 3rd spot, and the 24, Paul Doucette, comes home in the 4th spot. Every race, the winner gets their picture taken. You can pick up those pictures right here at the start-finish line. They're just $2 each, or 3 for $5. We have action shots, victory shots, you name it, it's down here, waiting for you, the fans. So come on down, we'll be glad to help you out with a picture, maybe a t-shirt or something else, with Father's Day just around the corner. Eric Hoyt on the point, Wiggle on the outside. 29, Darryl Doucette. 51, James Scooter Smith. 31, John Robichaux. 10, April Berry. The 1, Sean Larkin, and the 6, James Kirby. Into turn number 1, it's Wiggles way out in front already, with Scooter Smith up to 2nd already. 29 finds a shorter route through the infield. Looks like it worked for him too. Darryl Doucette. left. 60, Mike Wiggle out front, your race leader early on. 51, James Cooter Smith in the second spot. 29, Daryl Doucette up to that third spot. 31, John Robichaud from Parrot on the outside. 60, Mike Wiggle in the first spot. The 51, James Cooter Smith in the second spot. 31 goes way high. That's John Robichaud. Back up at the front, 60, Mike Wiggle still leading the 51 machine of James Cooter Smith. Turn four, it's still Wiggle out front. Cooter Smith right on his bumper. Tough battle for third with April Berry, 31, John Robichaud, and 29. Daryl Doucette. Out of turn four, still Wiggle front, halfway, 5 down, 5 to go this time by. And folks, next time by, take a look at that number 7. Looks like he got a little bit hot at one time. The 60, Mike Wiggle still out front. The 51 machine, James Cooter Smith looking for a way around. For Mike Wiggle in the 60. 51, James Cooter Smith in the second spot. The 31 of John Robichaud in third. The 29 looking for third in the fourth spot. 60, Mike Wiggle, 9 down, 1 to go. 9 down, 1 to go this time by. Pick up his second win of the night, second win of the season. So it looks like that new car is working good for the 60 machine of Mike Wiggle. Young Mike Wiggle having a great week thus far. We'll have to wait and see what he can do in the feature. Picks up a semi-win. As he comes back to give the checkered flag back, we get ready for the third Sunday driver semi. We're ready to get underway. The 3, Albert Williams, gets way out in front. Here looks like he fell asleep. Joe Frazee, don't know what happened there. Albert Williams out in front. John McLean, the rookie, the 42 in the second spot. The 99, left the first. Looking for second. Williams at it. Turn number 4 has got himself a dandy little lead. 99, Wes LaFergie in the second spot. Sean McLean in third with Darren Gilder looking inside for that third spot. Down the backstretch, Albert Williams in the 3, LaFergie in the 99, Gilder to the 78. McLean goes high, LeBlanc goes low, moves up into that third spot, McLean back to fifth. Williams, your race leader in the number 3 machine. Les LaFergie in that Cavalier in the second spot. 78 Darren Gilder's getting the hang of this, only a second week in competition. In third. 56 really having trouble for the first time out in the city side. Tough break for him. Albert Williams, your race leader this time by 99 Les LaFergie trying to reel it in. Halfway this time by. 5 down, 5 to go as Williams goes way high out of turn number 4. Number 3, Albert Williams out front. Joe Frazier lap tire. Down the front stretch, your race leader, Albert Williams, in the number 3, the 99, Les LaFergie. He's reeling them in, folks. Down the back stretch. 3 out front, 99. Right on the bench to turn number 2. Or turn 3, sorry. LaFergie's right on his bumper now, folks. Looking high, looking low as they head into turn number 3. 78 Darren Gilder, the 28 trying to catch up to this front 2 cars. 2 laps to go, 8 down, 2 to go this time by. LaFergie right on his bumper. Both cars locked her up going into turn number 3. Turn 4, down the front stretch for this, the final lap, 9 down, 1 to go. LaFergie looking for that first spot, Williams looking to hang on. Down the back stretch, LaFergie's got some room on the outside. Out of turn 4, they're side by side, Williams was way high. Turn back to the inside, Williams is going to hang on for the win. LaFergie right there in second spot, great racing action. 78, Darren Allred, Gilder comes home in third. And 28 of BJ LeBlanc comes home in the 4th spot. The 5, that's Square on. The 42, that's John McLean, and rounding out the field in the 0. Tough break for him, that's Joe Frazier. He was right up there in the points as well. So here he comes, picking up yet another win this season. And number 3, Albert Williams. Of course, Albert picked up the very first week. He picked up the feature, I believe, the heat and the semi, so he had a good first week, and he sits in the 3rd spot in the points. So, good race for him. He finished ahead of the point leader. That'll make up some valuable ground on Mr. LaFergie in the 99. In the Cutlass. Into turn number 1. Beauvais, nice lead. 85, Charlie Lewis there in the 2nd spot with 67, Pat Murray, going on the inside. Gary Valero, front 67, Pat Murray in the Volkswagen in the 2nd spot. 85, Charlie Lewis hanging on, but not for long, apparently, as they go 3 wide. Eugene Wiggle comes from the back to 3rd. Watch out for him. Maybe he's going to make some noise this race. Gary Beauvais, your race leader, 67, Pat Murray in the 2nd spot, with Wiggle and Terry Melanson battling it out for that 3rd spot. Beauvais would much like to pick up his first win of the season in that 2 machine. On a wonderful lead out there. This time by, still your leader, 67, Pat Murray, still in 2nd, Melanson out in 3rd, very comfortably. Down the backstretch, the 2 machine, 67, 31, Terry Melanson, 95, W. thinking that 95 doesn't quite have the power of a sportsman machine down the straightaways and probably doesn't handle just exactly like the sportsman in the corner. Halfway, 5 down, 5 to go. It's still number 2, Jerry Bovero, in front to 67, Pat Murray, starting to close the gap a little bit now, with Terry Melanson trying to do the same on that second spot. Halfway, 5 down, 5 to go for Jerry Bovero last time by. There, 67, Pat Murray, 31, Terry Melanson. Starting to shrink the gap just a little bit now with 4 laps left to go. Looks like it's a 3-car race. Bovero, Murray, Melanson, any one of those 3. In those 67, Pat Murray looking to the outside. Still Bovero in front with a battle for second. Looks like Melanson's going to have that at a turn number 2. Down the backstretch, Melanson way out now, looking for first into turn number 3. 1 lap to go for Jerry Bovero, but Melanson's real hungry on the outside, dives into first. Melanson in the first spot. Jerry Bovero drops the second, Pat Murray takes on the third, and 95 looks like he's seen better days as well. On the back of that machine. 31, Terry Melanson, your race winner, his second win of the night, and looks like Mr. Bovero hung on to second with his teammate Pat Murray in the third spot. Not sure what happened to the 95 of Dougie White. Smoke coming out heavily from the back of that. Looks like he is done for a while. So Terry Melanson, he waited till the last minute, but he got the job done. Just with 1 lap left, pulled up into that first spot, takes home the win. His second one of the night in the Forenza. Actually, I believe that's a Sunbird. Main drag, right downtown River Glades. We'd like to thank them as well. Hub City Auto Paints, Taylor's Auto Body. Unique glass, Hughes Auto Body, Central Machining. There's just so many of them, we just don't have time to go through them all, but they are equally important. Thank you very much. Your race winner, number 31, Terry Melanson. 18, rookie campaigner, first time out for that Monte Carlo. That's Frank Beeman, and rounding out the field in the 14, Mr. Consistent, raced here a lot of years, that's L.C. Beeman. Up his first win outside, another second generation driver looking for his first win as well. That's Mike Rogers. There's 2 veterans right behind him who like a victory as well. Out of turn 4, looks like we've got a green flag. We're underway. Side by side into turn number 1. Mike Rogers pulling away just a little bit as Lewis was back hard on the inside. Rogers got the early lead. McKenzie up to second with Danny Duke hot on his bumpers. Down the back section, 41 Mike Rogers, 85 Kenny McKenzie, and 50 Danny Duke. McKenzie looks to the inside at a turn number 4 down the line track. Down the backstretch, looks like we've got a new race leader, 85, Kenny McKenzie. 85, 41, 50, Danny Duke, 87, Donnie Pond starting to get in there. Keep an eye on the 50, Danny Duke, he's coming up in the second. Your race leader. leader. The Prestige Homes, Monte Carlo snap-on machine. That's 85. Ken McKenzie, 50. Danny Duke in the second spot with Johnny Pond. Hard on the inside, looking for third. Halfway to the time by. 5 to go this time by. Ken McKenzie, the race leader. Mike Rogers, Johnny Pond battling it out for that third spot. Mike Pond at the inside line at a turn number 2 down the back stretch. McKenzie, Bruce, Pond, Rogers, the top 4. Down the back stretch, 85, Kenny McKenzie, and now Danny Duke second. Seven, Johnny Pond, third spot. Seven down, 3 to go. 7 down, 3 to go. Two laps for 85. Your race leader, Ken McKenzie, 50. The Charles Metro machine, that's Danny Duke. 87 is Johnny Pond in that third spot. Running up the top 4, Mike Rogers. White flag, 1 lap to go, and this is fourth and semi. Oh! Lap curve, Elsie Bemis for the factor. Another turn 4, looks like Kenny's going to hang on for a semi win. In the second spot, the Hillcrest towing machine of 50, that's Danny Duke. 87, snap-on machine of Kenny McKenzie. So if we can have Caleb Bernard to the start-finish line, she'll pick up a driver on the track with her favorite driver. Have a big round of applause one more time. Your semi-winner, 85, Ken McKenzie. Sean McLean. And folks, this could be 15 laps of exciting action. Every Bernard goes for a driver around the track with her favorite driver. We do this each and every week here at Riverglade Speedway. All you gotta do is pick up a souvenir program, fill out the ballot, pop it in the box, and we could call your name next week. So here we go. Green flag's out. Dead even off the start. 54 tries to go 3 wide. Everybody's going 3 wide. Into turn number 1, it's the 24, Bobby 20 on the track. 77, Troy Tower there in the second spot with 54, Leon Allward. And we've got caution on the speedway. The Eric Hoyt machine, the 95, do not seem to want to move. Everybody has to be heads up, people. We almost got a lap in without a caution, folks. We'll have to get these guys realigned. I bet you when they come into turn number 4 and saw him sitting there, they woke up if they were sleeping. You see Eric Hoyt looking in the rear view mirror with 20 cars coming at his rear end. Leon Allward in 4th, 85 Drew Lewis in 5th, 29 in the GTX, that's Harold Doucette. 60 is Mike Wiggle, the 6 is James Kirby, the 10 is April Berry, the 51 is James Cooter Smith, sending a happy 25th wedding anniversary wish to his parents, and welcoming his sister Tina and her friend Lena. Tina and Lena, all the way from Hamilton in Alberta. They're all the way here joining us tonight, so we welcome them. Sean Larkin is next, 31 John Robichaud, the 3 Albert Williams, the 5 Danny Dueron, the 28 of DJ LeBlanc, the 99 of Les Lafergie, the 78 of Darren Gilbert, and rounding out the field, the 0 of Joe Frazee and the 40. And we're back underway. 20 laps to go. 77 Troy Power pulls out front this time with 54 right on his bumper. 20 cars, 20 laps. 77 Troy Power out in the first spot. 54 Leon Allward looking to the inside. One of Monty on the board. To the outside. 29 at the back of the field. He's your Zeller's points leader. Watch him make his way through the field, along with the 28 machine of BJ LeBlanc. The 6 car's got a bumper dragon. Troy Power is your leader, 54. Over to second with Lonnie Luke, South and Hearn on the outside. That flag, you see the flagman waving, is the meatball. That means there is a problem on your car. The 6 is dragging bumper inside. Your race leader, Troy Power, in the Honda. After leading the Toyota. 54, Leon Allard, your leader. Follows your leader, rather. The 61 Honda Accord. 54th was back hard on the outside. Mike Wheeler was way high. 54, Leon Allard is your new race leader as they come down the backstretch. 61. Your race leader. 61. Lonnie Luke moves into the second spot. Troy Powers drops back to third, and he gets airborne as he gets on top of the 29 machine. Got the line, can he hold it? 60, Mike Wiggles up to third. Look at him go. On the inside, 54. 61, that was it. Takes off the start finish line. Halfway, this time by, 10 down, 10 to go, this time by. Connie Luke in the 61. 54, Leon over there in second. They go through Joe Frazee, and then they come upon Sean Larkin in the 1. Turn number 4, still hanging on, 61. On the 60 machine, tough break for young Mike Wiggle. Has to wait to see the problem there. 61, Lonnie Luke stretching it out a bit now. He's headed pit side, I do believe. If he can make it there. Down the back there, in the Honda Accord, the 61 machine of Lonnie Luke. 54, 31. That's John Robichaud looking for third. Caution is on the speedway because of number 60 on the backstretch is very warm. Tough break for him. He had a real good week going. The race leader is the 61 machine of Lonnie Luke. Second should be the 54 of Leon Allard. And the 31 of John Wiggle has rejoined the field. Don't believe he lost a lap in that whole mess. I believe there's 12 complete and 8 to go. 8 to go, 12 complete. So we've got 12 down, 8 to go here in the Sunday Drivers Sportsman. Good to see the 60 Mike Wiggle back in the field. Don't think he missed any laps while he was in the pits. Looks like we're set to get underway as Mr. Brace waves the green flag once again. 95, Eric Hoyt rejoins the field. Front two cars got a great jump off the start. Leon Howard dives into the first spot, taking it away from 61. Down the front stretch. Your new race leader, the 54 of Leon Howard. Second spot, 51, Lonnie Lewis. 29, Daryl Duquette. The third spot was way high. Down the front stretch, your race leader, 54. Your race leader, the 54 machine, Leon Howard, 61. Lonnie Lewis is looking for a way around that. 61 in the third spot. Good luck for him. Fourth spot. Well, April Berry, she's moving onto the field real well. She's up to that fourth spot. Start up the back. Here we start the car. 45 hits the infield. Troubles on that machine. Tough race for Dale Sumble. Still your race leader stretching it out just a bit. The 54 of Leon Howard. Inside for that second spot. Smith up to second, trying to reel in. This time by 18 down, 2 to go. 18 down, 2 to go for Leon Howard, your race leader. Howard in first in the 54. James Scooter Smith, the 51 machine in the second spot. Final lap, 19 down, 1 to go for Leon Howard. Looks like he's going to hang on as he comes down to take the checkered flag, pick up his first feature win of the year in the 54, the Buick Regal Air Cab sponsor machine of Leon Howard. Coming home in second, I believe, is James Scooter Smith. I don't know if LaFerge got by 61 of Lonnie Lewis. I don't think so. Oh, apparently he did. 99 came all the way from the back to take home third spot. Here's Eller's points leader. So LaFerge in third, Lutz in fourth. Yet again, some exciting action in the Sunday Drivers Division. Let's have a big round of applause for your Sunday Drivers feature winner, Leon Howard in the 54. Leon sponsored by Lou's Audio and AirCap. He'd like to thank them for all their support and help. He picks up his first feature win, and that'll certainly help him in the points as he was down in the 13th spot in those other Sunday Drivers points. So that should make him jump up quite a few spots. Here he comes, your feature winner, the 54 Lou's Audio Air Cab Buick Regal. That's Leon Howard. So on the point is Beauvais, outside 67 Pat Murray, Bill McLean, and the 95 Dougie White. 4 cars, 10 laps. Sunday Warriors feature. Flagman Kenny Race drops the green flag and we are underway. Pat Murray jumps out to the early lead with Jerry Bovair in second spot, 95, Dougie White in third, Bill McLean rounding up the field in fourth. Leader, the 67 of Pat Murray in the Volkswagen, Jerry Bovair in the second spot, and we got a battle for third between Bill McLean and Dougie White. Leader 67, Pat Murray, is your points leader as well. The 2, that's Jerry Bovair in the second spot. And we have a late joiner to the field of Charlie Lewis in the 85. Don't think he'll be much of a contender. Still a close battle for that third spot between Bill McLean and Dougie White. Both these guys raced side by side for many years in the Sportsman division. Halfway, 5 down, 5 to go for Pat Murray, your race leader. About a half a track lead now on the second place car of Jerry Bovair. Looks like he's going to be able to hang on. And we've got another car coming to the field to join us. Eugene Wiggle on the 60. Your race leader at a turn number 4. Here he comes, the 67 of Pat Murray with 2 laps to go. 8 down, 2 to go. This time by. Down the backstretch, not a worry in the world. 67, Pat Murray, your race leader. 1 lap to go. He could pick up his second, I believe. The 95 has seen better days as far as the front end is concerned. Front wheel's supposed to be pointing in the other direction, I do believe, on the 95. Out of turn number 4, your race winner, the 67 of Pat Murray. Second spot as he comes out of turn number 4, Jerry Bovair, Mr. Consistent. In the third spot, I believe it's Bill McLean. Fourth is Charlie Lewis, winner from the Sunday Warriors division, the 67 Murray's Used Cars Limited, Pat Murray. That certainly won't hurt his 9-point lead in the Sunday Warriors division points. So he extended his lead some here this week. Into the pits, we get ready for Sportsman feature action. 25 laps of fast-paced action in the Sportsman division. And I believe the 78, your points leader in the Budweiser Sportsman division, Adam Pond, is out of commission. So he won't be joining us for the feature. Adam Pond, tough break for him. Something happened in the first race. Not sure what it was, but he is out of competition for the night. So that's a big we get ready for action, they should be on the gas very shortly. 31, Keith Lewis on the point. And at turn number 4, there he comes. Keith Lewis, Mike Rogers on the point. Into turn number 1, side by side. Down the backstretch, it's Mike Rogers going away. Into turn number 1, your early leader, Mike Rogers. And at turn 4, it's Mike Rogers, your early leader. He brings Mr. McKenzie along with him. Ken McKenzie, a tough competitor here, hasn't picked up a feature win yet this season. Like to have one here tonight. 41, Mike Rogers leads him around. 85, Ken McKenzie on his bumper. Donnie Pons up to 3rd. Danny Dukes looking for 4th, trying to get around Keith Lewis. McKenzie looks up to the side. Now the front stretch looks like he's at the line. It's Ken McKenzie in the first spot. Donnie Pond trying to get through on the inside to take over 2nd. 85, Ken McKenzie, your race leader. Mike Rogers hanging in there 2nd spot with Donnie Pond hard on his rear end. That's your top 6. 5 down, 20 to go. 5 down, 20 to go for your race leader, Ken McKenzie in the 85. Donnie Pond up to 2nd, 50. Danny Group looking to the inside, trying to take over 3rd, and Rogers dropping back to 4th. Your race leader, Ken McKenzie. 2nd spot, 87, Donnie Pond. Going through some slower traffic now. And Thomas, we will miss the Kansas just a little bit. Ken McKenzie, your race leader, 87, Donnie Pond, trying to pass him down just a little bit. 50, and Hughes right there in 3rd, 41, Mike Rogers in the 4th spot. Down the backstretch, it's McKenzie, Pond, Duke, and Rogers in the top 4. 12 down, 13 to go. 12 down, 13 to go, that time by. Just the car lane separates your top 2 cars. This time by halfway for Ken McKenzie and Donnie Pond. Donnie Pond looking for a way around him. This looks familiar to a couple of weeks ago when Pond was in the 1st spot and he was in the 2nd spot. 85 Mackenzie down the back stretch with Donnie Pond hard on the in bumper. Turn 3 out of turn number 4. It's still Mackenzie in front with Donnie Pond in the second spot. 41 of Mike Rogers looks like he's dragging something. Have to wait to see if that'll happen. 41 does have a tire going down, I believe, on the left front. 85, Kenny McCarthy still on front, but Donnie Parr wants it bad. Hard on his bumper. The 41 is in the pit side. He does have a left front flat tire. Tough break for the young campaigner from Hillsborough. 5 laps to go, 20 down, 5 to go for your race leader, Ken McKenzie. Going snap on top, corner quick way, 85 Monte Carlo. Pond is all over his rear bumper, gets on the inside of the turn number 2. Still, McKenzie and Pond, bumper to bumper down the front stretch. 85, Ken McKenzie, 87, Donnie Pond, side by side. McKenzie closes the door, 2 laps to go, 23 down, 2 to go, 23 down, 2 to go. You have black traffic in front of the group, cars above. 85, Ken McKenzie gets a white flag, 24 down, 1 to go, 24 down, 1 to go, this time by. Down the back stretch, McKenzie still on front of the engine. Number 3 on turn number 4. Looks like he's going to hang on. His first feature win of the season, the 85, Ken McKenzie. Great run for the 87 Donnie Pond. He was all over McKenzie in the late going of this one. Exciting race between those two competitors. Third spot, Danny Duke. Fourth, I believe, was Aaron Lewis. Keith Lewis come home in the 5th spot. So the 85, Prestige Homes, Snap-on, Tom's Corner Quickway, Plaza Esso, Citywide Delivery, Fast Company, 85 Monte Carlo picks up his first feature win of the season. Let's have a big round of applause for 85 Ken McKenzie. And rumor has it, the reason for Ken's good luck this week, he found himself a new good luck term. He's got a young son, and he took a pair of his socks and put it in the car. So that's the reason for the way he's running tonight. A little different. Hot Country 103.9 CFQM is proud to present the Celebrity Race for Charity. So in a moment, we'll get to meet each one of these competitors and find out what charity they are racing for. Here he comes, your feature winner in the Sportsman Division, the 85, Ken McKenzie. As I mentioned before, Mr. McKenzie found himself a decent little good luck charm through the week. He took a pair of his young fella's socks and put them in the car. He comes back this week and he wins 3 races in a row. So apparently he'll be leaving the socks in the car. Isn't that right, Mr. McKenzie? As I mentioned, coming up next, Celebrity Race for Charity. Some of your favorite personalities, Scott Horseman, Angela Nickerson, Steve Bauer, Paul Thomas, just to name a few, will be in competition momentarily. We'll go out, let them say a few words, let you know what charity they're racing for, and then we'll see. I believe they're running 10 laps, so we'll have to wait to see how interesting this is going to be. as he heads pit side in his 85 Monte Carlo. Let's have a big round of applause for your feature winner, Ken McKenzie. As we wait for these celebrities to get shut down, their motors shut off, we'll go out, get a chance to meet them, find out what charity they're racing for. Maybe they'll have a few words for us as well. I believe on the pole from Hot Country 103.9 CFUN is Angela Nickerson. Angela, what kind of similarities between disc jockeying and auto racing are there?
Not a whole lot.
What charity are we racing for today?
Moncton Head Start.
Moncton Head Start. Let's have a big round of applause for number 10, Angela Nickerson. Outside the first row in the number 2 machine. I'm not sure who's driving this. What's your name, sir?
I'm Scotty Horseman from CFQM.
Scotty Horseman. What are your expectations for this event?
Jerry says victory lane. I'm just hoping to finish.
You're hoping to finish. What charity are you running for today, Scott?
If I win, the money will go to help the fight against MS.
Fight against MS in the number 2, Scott Horseman. Let's have a big round of applause. In the 24 machine, he's getting strapped up. Let's see if we can get a few words with him. Your name, sir?
Bob Clyde, Town of Riverview.
Bob Clyde, Town of Riverview. What are we running for today, sir?
Running for Wheels on Wheels.
Wheels on Wheels. Number 24. Number 51, it's a James Scooter Smith machine, but who's driving it today? Your name is, sir?
Bill Macbeth.
Bill Macbeth.
Town Councilor from Riverview.
Town Councilor from Riverview. What are we racing for today, sir?
What are we racing for? To have some fun.
What's your charity? Okay. He's racing for the Paraplegic Association, and what is your expectations?
Well, I'm here to win.
Naturally. Best of luck in the 51 machine. In the 61, it's a Lonnie Lute's own machine, but I'm not sure Paul Thomas looks like he's driving today. How's it going, Paul?
It's going great.
What are your expectations?
To beat Scotty Horseman.
His expectations are to beat Scott Horseman. Perfect. What charity are you running for?
Canadian Cancer Society.
Paul Thomas in the 61 is racing for the Canadian Cancer Society. Best of luck to him. Let's have a big round of applause. In the 60, Mike Wiggle owns it. Who's driving it?
Dave Muir.
Dave Muir in the 60 machine. What charity are you racing for, sir?
Habitat for Humanity. Habitat for Humanity.
He's racing for Habitat for Humanity. Let's have a big round of applause. Way back here in the back row, she's got a long ways to go. In the 54 Leon Allward machine, your name is?
Donna Urso. Donna Urso?
Donna Ursino in the 54. What charity are you racing for?
Pardon me?
She's not decided on what charity she's driving for, apparently. She's just going to win, apparently. And starting at the back of the field, he's got a long way to go in the Pat Murray machine. The 67, who are you, sir?
Steve Power.
Steve Power. What is your expectations? Do you want to beat Scott? You want to beat Paul, I'm sure.
Start back here, I'll take anything.
So was there much talk of this in the lunchroom all week at work, or was there did you guys have a bet on this race or anything?
No, this was the talk for a couple of weeks now. We got to thank Riverglade and the crew here, Pat and the gang and everybody. This is an excellent opportunity, and we really appreciate it to have a little bit of fun.
Great. What charity you run for, sir?
Canadian Cancer Society.
Another guy running for the Canadian Cancer Society in the 67. That's your field. 10 laps of action. I'll get out of the way. Mr. Brace will get out of the way, and we'll get underway. In the 24 is Bob Clive. The 51. Bill Macbeth in the 51, sorry folks. In the 61 machine. Dave Muir in the 61. So I guess we're going to give these guys a chance to get used to it a little bit, let them run a few laps, then we'll get them lined up and started. So as I mentioned, they got 5 laps of practice. Looks like Angela Nickerson's got the hang of it in the number 10 machine. She's way out in front of practice. They're trying the 3-wide thing already, guys. That's the first thing you learn. That's a no-no. if these guys will quit their day job for this after this event. We'll have to wait and see, maybe get a few comments later on. Donna Arsenault from CFQM is in the 54 Leon Allward machine as well. And rounding out the field in the 67, that's Steve Power. He's also from Hot Country 103.9 CFQM. I think they're just explaining to what the flags mean. Because the caution was out for about 3 laps and they didn't seem to think that means stop, so might want to mention that to them. All the owners of these cars are standing there eagerly watching, just hoping they get a piece of something to haul home and come back next week. They're not so optimistic. Scott Horseman in the 2 might want to straighten out his wheels or he's going to head right for Mr. Brace. It's just a piece of advice. Atta boy! Here you go. And we are going to start these guys from a rolling start, I believe. So we've got Angela Nickerson, Scott Horseman, Bob Clive, the 51, Bill Macbeth, the 61, I believe is Dave Muir. No, Dave Muir's in the 60. I'm not sure who's drawn the 61. I got a good memory, but it's short. I apologize. Here they come on turn number 4. Looks like we're getting a green flag and Scott Horseman heads for the wall already. And we're underway. Angela Nickerson, Scott Horseman leading them around. Scott Horseman jumps way out in front. 60 thinks it's easier to drive in the dirt, apparently. 67. Steve Bauer in the 67 is just flying, but he's going to scuff the wall, I believe. Close. 3 wide into turn number 1. That's not a good idea, gentlemen and ladies. Steve Bauer in the 67 is flying out there. He's going to come from the back to the 3rd spot. Scott Horseman's got a decent little lead out there, though. And the 60's smoking hard and he's loose. I would say he's leaking something. We should get him out of there or we're going to have a hell. Down the back stretch is still Scott Horseman out front. 61 from the 2nd spot. Oh, we've got contact in turn 4. Steve Power hangs on to the 67, keeps her going. Nice piece of driving on the 67. Which one of you guys owns the 67? Are you nervous yet?
A little bit now, yeah.
Looks like he's got it under control. Scott Horseman getting a little anxious. Still got a good sized lead though. In the 2nd spot, Steve Power holds on to 3rd in the 67 after hitting the left field. We're halfway, 5 down, 5 to go. Scott Horseman out front. He's got an almost straightaway lead on the 2nd place car, so it looks like Mr. Horseman's got the hang of this. Oh, he gets her sideways in turn number 4. Where's Mr. Lavere in this line? Are you nervous yet? I can't talk now. What was your advice to him?
Strictly lame, I'm taking it back now.
You'd rather just see him bring the car home in one piece, I'll take it. Scott Horseman, a little squirrely at a turn 4 once again. Down the start finish line. I believe there's 7 down, 3 to go. So it's Horseman still out front. 61 in the 2nd spot, 67. Steve Power in 3rd. Horseman goes way high. These guys are taking their charity race pretty serious. Jerry Bovair's just shaking here next to me, folks. He's nervous. 67 gets loose. Hopefully he'll get things gathered up and out of the way. Steve Power Tough break for him. 1 lap to go for your race leader, Scott Horseman from Hot Country, 103.9 CFUM. He's got himself a dandy lead out there. Looks like he's going to come home with a victory. 67 gathers himself up. Okay. There he comes, your race winner in the 2, Scott Horseman. And Mr. Wolvere is a little more relaxed now. So what are you going to tell him? Congratulations. You let him use it. You let him use it. Anytime you want. I'd like to thank all the drivers here at the start-finish line for letting these guys use their cars. It is for a good cause, and we certainly do appreciate all these drivers. They're great sports for letting these guys use their cars. Let's have a big round of applause for the drivers here at the start-finish line. Here's your race winner in the number 2, the old Cutlass Jerry Bovair owned machine. It's Scott Horseman. So all these drivers don't plan on walking back across the track, I don't think. So Jerry Bovair is going to jump in with Mr. Horseman for his victory lap. When he gets back, we'll try to get a few well, actually everybody's going, apparently. We'll try to get a few comments with Mr. Horseman when he gets back. I'd like to thank all you folks for coming out to the Speedway this evening. We will be back next week at 6 o'clock for the Sunday Drivers 50 lapper, so that should be exciting. We should have about 30 cars for that race, and it all gets underway at 6 o'clock next week. So if you're heading out, drive safe, and we'll see you next week here at 6 o'clock. So Mr. Horseman's going to drop off a few of his co-pilots and make his way back to the start-finish line, I do believe. Maybe I can get a few words with Mr. Power. He seemed to have a little trouble with that 67 machine. He got sideways a couple times. Mr. Power, sir. What happened? You guaranteed me a victory.
Oh, I shouldn't have. I lied. There's something a little slippery right on that corner 4 there. I don't know what it is, but
I think it come out of the number 60 machine.
Yeah, well, they look pretty nervous. That would surprise me. I don't know if it was the machine that came out of, though, but anyway.
So are you going to stick to broadcasting, or are you taking up racing now?
Oh, I like to do this once in a while, but broadcasting I seem to be a little better fun at it, I think.
We'd like to thank you for coming out and supporting the charity, and we'll invite you back anytime you want to come. Thanks a lot, Scott Horseman. Steve Power. Here comes your race winner in the number 2 machine, Jerry Bovaire's own car. Let's have a big round of applause for your race winner, Scott Horseman. So he gets his power plant shut down, he climbs out, we'll get a few comments with him. 6 o'clock, 50 laps for these cars you see in the Speedway right now. Don't want to miss that. So as he tries to climb out of the car, head over here, we'll get a few comments. Mr. Horseman, sir. What you think of that?
That was a rush. Woo!
I gotta tell you, this gentleman standing right here was the most nervous fellow I've ever seen. You had him on just vibrating. Was that on purpose?
Well, not on purpose, just due to my bad driving skills, but I want to thank Jerry and I want to thank everyone here at Riverglade for making this possible.
So now you got bragging rights back when you go back to work on Monday.
Yeah, that's right. They're all going to hear it tomorrow afternoon. Woo!
All right, and you were racing for what charity, sir?
We were racing to help the fight against MS.
So special thanks to Scott Horseman for coming out, and wish you guys to come back next week at 6 o'clock. One more time, a big round of applause for our race winner, Scott Horseman, in the number 2. While I'm standing here doing nothing, I might as well go down and talk to some more of these guys, see what they thought of the whole experience. What do you think of that, sir?
That was fantastic. I'd love to do it again someday. But win.
That's easier said than done. Thanks for coming out. We appreciate all your support. This guy wasn't the least bit nervous. He had all the faith in the world in you.
Oh, yeah. He told me what to do. He was my coach. He did a great job.
And your name was again, sir?
Brent Mcarthur.
And you were racing for what charity?
Town of Riverview Paraplegic Association.
Sounds perfect. Thanks a lot for coming out. How are you, sir? What you think of that?
That was a lot of fun.
And your name is?
Dave Muir.
Dave Muir. What happened to the 60 machine? He didn't last.
Well, my right-hand man here says I blew a rad hose, and then she died on me. I couldn't get her started again,
So you're going to fire him, or?
maybe I'll keep him around for next year.
Thanks for coming out. Appreciate the support. What did you guys think of that whole experience? Angela Nickerson,
I'm changing my career.
you figure? You're going to do this? Is there a lot of money in this, do you figure, or?
I think so. I think, well,
You figure? You're taking pointers from April here. She did excellent for her first time out, I have to say. So you were racing for what charity?
the Moncton Head Start.
So are you going to keep away from Scott Horseman all week when you get back to work? Because he's probably going to be on your back steady, eh?
I'm not going to talk to him.
Perfect. What do you think of the whole experience?
Oh, it was good.
But I'm thinking you don't want to do it again.
Oh, no, I'd do it again.
Really? What charity were you running for?
The Parent Resource Center of Moncton.
Okay, thanks both of you guys for your support and coming out, and we hope to see you back next year. And last but not least, in the 61 machine, Paul Thomas. What did you think of the whole rack?
It was a fun race, I tell you. Great experience. Although Scott beat me, so I was close. I think I finished, what, second?
Yes, actually you did. You had a great race. Second place. Maybe we could have had a caution. Maybe if Horseman had a slip into the wall one of those times he was squirrely coming out of the turns, you could have caught up and maybe got by him. So are you going to keep away from him all week, or are you just going to let him gloat?
I'll let him gloat. He's used to doing that. I'm not going to stay away from him because then he'll enjoy gloating too much.
All right, thanks all you guys for your support in this charity race, and we hope to see everybody back here next week at 6 o'clock. And once again, let's have one more big round of applause for all these celebrities out here giving their time and their support for all their charities. Thanks a lot, guys.